30 words. Please give a rousing welcome to Dr. Yogita N Mamtora.
Namaskara. I could have been a little different. Okay. It is nice. First of all, before I even started, I was warned that there is a timer. So it is like, you know the climax before the movie starts. That's how I've entered the scene. I'm finding it nice, and at times you really feel ignorance is bliss. When you do not know what's going to happen. I came here as that because I knew nothing about it. Well, I've heard the name Toastmaster. When I am here, I'm told one by one all the rules and regulations. I said, "Kyun bola? Why are you telling this?" That's what is going on in my mind. But let me start because there is time factor. Let me go ahead directly into it, and I would actually love or welcome if there are choirs thereafter. I have no idea whether there is time for it or a separate session for it. I'm not too sure. But I liked it very much when I was told that the gentleman who was sitting here, he said he's come for my session. And very interestingly, he vanished before my session. Okay? So there was one thing that I thought I would look for, and he's vanished. However, please do tell him, okay, whether you like it or not, please go with the feedback. Tell him that the session was too good. I want him to know he missed something. No, whatever, tell him that. Just for my sake, do that, okay? Like I said, I do not know the rules and regulations, so I can do anything here, right? Okay. First and foremost, when we use the word feedback, when I said the word, I termed it as I learn, or rather, I listen, I learn. IL is what I called it as. The moment I say something as feedback, okay, we normally have a little aversion to it. Why? Because we think about that as something that we call it as an advice. I've seen people, in MG Road wearing a t-shirt. Please take my advice because I don't need it. Correct? I don't need advices, so you take my advice. Right? So this is what we think. So whenever the word feedback comes to mind, the first thing that we think about is, do I really need it? But friends, we all are from a place, a country where it's known for gurus. I had gone to Bhutan, and the moment I went there, they said that what I know about India is a place of gurus. So where the guru had to say something, it's a mentor or a guru, it is only telling the disciples where the person is right or wrong, and that is where the molding happens. After you make a chapati mold, to make it round, to make it square, or whatever the design or pattern, it's left on the one who's got that rolling pin. So this is what is a feedback. The very moment I say feedback, it is what you have to take it. Now let me give it in a nice term so that you are able to remember. I see some of you are sitting with pen and paper. I really appreciate that because I'm a handwriting analyst. Okay, so I appreciate people sitting with pen and paper any given point of time. You'll notice even I'm here. Yeah? So I really like it. If you have to remember I listen, I learn. Remember it as deal with spins. Easy way to remember. Deal with spins. Now when you remember, if I just say what is deal with spins, you will get an idea of what I'm talking about. First and foremost, let me talk about receiving it. When we are all a little greedy, so pehle meri baat, my words. So let it come as receiving it. First and foremost, when receiving a feedback, it can be sometimes that you are asked, please give me a feedback, or it can be sometimes that you haven't asked, but someone will just walk up to you. You have just gone with a wedding card to invite someone. Okay, I'm sorry, but I may have to use the local language because that sounds better there. You just go and say, "Davidtu banni," and say, "Yaak ishtond duddu hakidri aa card ge anta." Ishtu duddu yaak madre, ishte madbekagittalla. Why did you spend so much of money to make such a big card? He has made 10,000 of that card. Is it really needed that you give such a thing to the person? But for him, it's not, let me give. So that becomes a feedback which is just not needed, but then we need to receive it. So let's understand how do I receive when something is given to you. First and foremost, when you're asking for a feedback or someone is giving a feedback, very importantly, let me give you the word DEAL, deal. So you are able to remember that very well. Deal. First thing is, do not justify. Someone is giving you a feedback, you should be like you're just receiving it. What we do is, someone says, that presentation that you made, slide. We should have put that slide first. You know what? You will immediately say, sir, actually I thought of putting that side, then only I put this slide. But it was not needed. It is okay, say thank you. Okay, it's over, it's done. But we tend to justify. We always think how or what will I tell the other person when the other person is telling me something. This is how it is. So first and foremost, friends, when anyone gives, especially I would want to tell this that if some elders, someone who's 60, 70 and all, if they give you something, it's a repetitive one. We all know it. Take it. Take it. We go to many ashrams where the people say, do not give us food, do not give us anything else, just sit and listen. Go and listen to the same old story. Don't say anything, don't justify anything. That's the D. Second one in the D, the word is, or the alphabet is E. Please keep your emotions aside. Do not think the other person is giving you a feedback only to put a gun on your shoulder. Okay, no one is doing that. We think, you know why he said that? Because last month, I had told him this. Why? Know the work we have? We always think on that other person's behalf. Why? You have your brain, you use your brain. Na? You uska brain use kar rahe ho. Why are you using what he must think? Or he must be thinking as. But Papa shouted at me today. You know why? Because yesterday when he asked money, I didn't give. Why? He shouted, it's over, it's over. Take it. Do not add any emotions to anything which is being told. It is only for the act that you have done. You're getting a feedback, accept. Just take it. So emotion aside is my E part of it. Clear? Sure. Let me go next. Next comes my A part of it. Rather, I would put that in capital letters. A is for?
Attitude.
Accept.
Action.
Acknowledge.
Huh? No, come on. I got the word, but it was so low that.
Attitude.
Bingo. The timer has got it. Correct. It is attitude. The moment I say attitude, I have some very small example. I don't know how many of you do yoga here, but it doesn't look like I do, but I do yoga. I know to do Surya Namaskar and all that. I do it very nicely. Okay, no, let me not go exaggerate. I do. So I have gone to Shri Patanjali Yoga Shikshana Samiti. Now I don't know how many of you have gone there, but here everyone is called Anna, everyone is called Akka here. Now, oh good, no one can see me, but they can. So what happened when we go there? There are different shibiras. Okay, so I attended this 4 days yoga Shikshana Samiti there, 4 days, and it was in Hubli. And there are different shibiras. There's one shibira for children. There's one for homemakers. There's one for the aged people. There's one for professionals. There's something for youth, like that. And I was in the professional. Of course, IT rocks. So they thought IT people have to get yoga, and they put me in professionals. So great enough. I joined. Now there's something which they start as a punishment there. Absolutely minus technology you are. Okay? There is no tea coffee if you're used to it. But surprisingly, friends, I lost 2 kgs in 4 days. If you really love yoga, you have to join these things. Okay, I'm not marketing them, but I'm just saying what I like. Now, their punishment part is you have to sit down in Sukhasana. I am sure you understood what I mean there. Okay, so you have to sit in Sukhasana. Now, imagine people like you and me, Bangaloreans, sitting in Sukhasana. We have forgotten, right? I only know sitting in the buffet or something like that on the table and all. Sitting down 4 days. Now, once it so happened, there's someone called Ramaswamy Anna, who's the main person there. Now, he had come and he was sitting, and I was the first lady to sit. And there are many women there, and there are some men here, and we were around 22 people. Now, he sat and he gave some talk, because it's professionals, he gave some talk. And then he said, any questions? Now, I come from a trainer background. For me as a trainer, if no one asks a question, it's very insulting for the trainer. Okay, if no one asks me, please ask me a question. You understood what I mean, right? Okay. So, it's very insulting. And so Ramaswamy and I saying, any questions? And not even once, they were scared of me. Now, I said, it's not correct. Let me ask him a question. Chuma, I had absolutely no idea to do it. But I thought, let me ask him a question. So I said, Anna, nanu question. Eddodu Thai, he said. punishment. Now, Ettolu is, you cannot really hold your hands and get up like this. You have to get up on your own. Guys, I took 4.5 minutes to get up. There are not less than 200 people watching this. Okay? The moment I really struggled. Don't ask me to do that asana here now. I really struggled. And after I got up, okay, he said, Habba. You know how unsettling that was?
That's the kind of a celebration. Habba, because you
No, not at all. I wasn't receiving
I mean,
it.
you started getting up, so you celebrated.
No, it was from his side, not from my side. He said, Habba. And then I said, Anna, why did you start this free Patanjali? Some question I had to ask him. And you know what he gave the answer as? Nimmanta mootegalanna ebbirsa he said. So mute is the kani bags filled with rice or potatoes or whatever you want in your imagination. The moment he said that, and then he's very particular about time and all that, and he left. Everyone, those 200 people, he gave some talk for me, and 5 to 7 minutes he gave me some talk about it, and then he said, after that he left. Those 200 people who were with me, they came to me and very sarcastically, Nikita, in Kannada, did you really want something like this? And you know what I answered, friends? That is interesting. I told, for Ram Swami Anna, for him, time is money, or more than that. He spent this 5 minutes only for Yogita. Right? My attitude to receive, I didn't feel bad about it. I said, imagine such a busy man giving me advice. He's telling me something. His attention is only me. He's looking only at me. What a figure, man. I was like super cool at that time and I was very happy. Attitude. A. Whoever gives, take it with the right attitude. You don't have to pay for it, right? So why are we so worried about if someone giving us a feedback? Right attitude in capital letters. And the D, the last one is the L. Very importantly, when someone is talking or someone is giving you feedback, do not put your mouth there. We normally complete sentences of others. You're all being Toastmasters, you know that we do not put our mouth into it. If someone is taking time to complete, let them complete. So if someone is giving a feedback, please lend both your ears like Dalu. Please act. This is what you need. Listen absolutely fully, not hear them all. Listen to them. Dalai Lama says a beautiful line. He says, when I talk only what I know. But when I listen, I learn something new. Right? So we are given 2 years, whether you believe in God or not, whether you believe in anything, you know. There is something supreme energy, and we are all having 2 years, 1 mouth. The only idea is to do twice of this and once of this. Some people use this 2 years for illinda kedade, illinda bitte. They're thinking it's one machine, you know, you have to listen from here and no, don't do that. Listen from both sides, keep it and use it sometime when needed. Now that is the deal part of it when I come to receiving. Clear it? Is it all clear? Yes. Can I go forward the next?
Yes.
Can I have volume? I'm used to it.
Yes. Yes.
I feel otherwise I'm talking to chairs. Sorry. So that's the thing I do. Now we finished with the receiving part. I need to give. So I need to give the feedback. Here I use the word spins. D is for the receiving part. Spins. See, feedback is a continuous process. You don't get feedback only once in a lifetime and you're gone. It's not so. It is there. It's a continuous process. So what is the spin part of it? First and foremost, friends, while giving feedback, please be specific. Please be very clear about what you are giving feedback. Don't start off, you know, when you were a kid, that time, why? Today I'm 24. And then, you know, the one who's listening has already cut you off. So do not go to something which is not needed. You are giving a feedback for a specific act. Talk only about the act, don't label the person. So be very, very specific while giving feedback. After yes is the P part of it. Very good. Okay, I just want to know whether you're really listening. So I'm getting my feedback too, along with. That is the P. Please know what is the purpose. If you're giving a feedback, it is for the person to be better than what the person is, right? Otherwise, why do you want to give? You would not just look at someone on the road and say, listen, I want to say, don't wear red color shirt. You're not going to do that. He'll say, oh, come, pay me one for the blue one, right? So you can't do that. So it is basically you're giving feedback for someone to do better than what he or she has done. It can be a child. Today, we are giving a feedback even to a child. Do not be the mummy material or papa material to give that. The purpose is for the child to understand that I need to understand, I need to receive, I need to get better at it, right? So know the purpose. Don't tell, when I was your age, never start a sentence like this. When I was your age, never start like that. So there is something like this, they say that once a mother went on saying, I'm sorry, but I'm not giving as an example. Okay, let me just give as an example. Once a mother started saying continuously to the son, you know what? I'm just giving that as an example, though I was told nothing as political, but as an example, you know what? Look at Rahul. Look at the way he's grown. Look at the popularity he's got. Look at your age, see where Rahul is today. And went on and on and on telling the child. Once the child got very fed up, he said, Ma, don't keep telling about Rahul. Please talk about Sonia at times also. Right? So, the mother part of it. What I meant is only that's why I didn't add the. What I'm trying to say is, a child today will get back to you. Will tell. We never did that, but our children will say. Or anyone as such will respond, will ask that. So, just understand the purpose and be there. The third one, in skills, is the I part of it. Always while giving feedback, friends, own the feedback. Use I statement. I feel you could have done better. I feel this would look good on you. I feel you cooked better last time. It is I feel. Never start a conversation. I've been noticing off late, many of your colleagues are saying that you have been coming late. Why colleagues? Why colleagues? Why are you giving the person an indirect one? See, I have been noticing off late that you are coming late. They work. Or something. Own whatever you are saying, your feedback, it is you are the owner. So make sure you own your statements, right? So I is that. And very, very, very important here is no elasticity. You know what we do, the chewing gum one? What we do is, actually what I wanted to say was, when that had happened and all that, you've lost everything. And you also have forgotten what you wanted to say. And you're like, I wanted, and you forgotten, and it becomes a chewing gum. If you really chew gums, it's interesting only in the first 30 seconds or a minute max. And after that, you're only the cows. Right? So don't do that by giving. Don't pull anything. You have to tell the time limit. Please make sure don't make it as a rubber band. Do not. Okay, that is the N part of it. And the last one here is my important one, which is the S.
What is that N?
No, never. Never. Okay? The S part of it. Very important. Now, how do I give a feedback? I'm ending with the S part of it. Make a sandwich type of feedback. If you're telling someone a mistake that the person has done, start it with a sandwich way. Example, you have been doing a good job till now, but I noticed for the last 1 week, your time or your work has not been as good as it is. But I hope next time it will be better.
Yeah.
So what happens, a sandwich is something that you have given good, take feedback, which probably is not so good. So when you're giving any feedback which is not so good, use this thing, end up with a positive attitude. Because what happens, like Rohit Shetty always says, people come in for a theatre with a dhamaka and they wind up, they remember only the climax. And that is why if you notice, Rohit Shetty's all movies will have a car swooping, moving and all those things. And it's like on 10 crore he has spent only for that. It is always, because when you're coming out, that is what you remember. So in the sandwich feedback that you give, the person will remember only the positive thing that you have told in the end. Get this? So this is my spins. That is, make sure that when you're giving the feedback, it is the deal that you do. And, when receiving the feedback, you do the deal. And when giving the feedback, what you do is the spins. So that what happens, it is a continuous process and you can continuously learn. As I have little more time, I just want to wind up. When I started my training, I did not really know that I want to be a trainer. There was nothing that there has to be a trainer. It was not so in the industry. But I wanted to be like that because I loved being with people. So I started, there was Yellow Pages earlier. And that time it so happened, I started looking for training companies and I called up a gentleman and the person there said, Shishadri. And that's when I said, sir, I would like to be a trainer. He said, I do not train people to be trainers. And then I said, sir, can I meet you once? After that, till now, he is my guru. And till date, it's 16 years I've been working with him, and he has always given me feedback. He has always told me many up and downs and bads and goods and all that. But today, after 16 years, he and his wife can say, if today someone can run the show of Shine successfully, it's no one but just you. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much. Thank you for taking care of your earrings. Nice. I see that everyone has to shake hands. I do that. Thank you so much.